Hey guys, hello and welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to start with the part 2. Okay, so PL-900 part 1 has been already uploaded, and some of the guys has requested for to please upload quickly for the part 2. So here we come with the questions. So mostly 50 questions are going to solve today in this video. So let's get started with the video, and it's a request, like if you are new to the channel, then please do subscribe and make sure to like this video if you found like content is insightful and the questions are useful to you. Okay, so let's get started then. Okay, so first question is over here, your company uses AI builder and you need to determine whether you can use it for several requirements. For each of the following statement, we have to select whether the statement is yes or no. Okay, all right. So over here, the target is AI builder. So this is the keyword. Remember this. So it is saying firstly, like you can use business card reader model to automate the record keeping of guest attendance at seminar your company host. So yes, absolutely, this is correct. So we are going to see the answers also for this, so don't worry, there would be a proper explanation of this. Okay, so first let's complete the question and then we'll see the answer. You can use sentiment analysis to detect spam post on your company's Twitter page. So over here question is saying you can use the sentiment analysis. So again, this is the part of the AI builder, like if your company is using that AI builder, so inside that sentiment analysis that can be used to detect spam post on your company's Twitter page. So yes, this is again a correct statement. You can use object detection to detect abusive post. Object detection will obviously detect the object, but over here to detect the abusive post on your company's Facebook page will not be that possible. So we'll mark that as no, and let's check the answer and description for that. So over here, yeah, so you can use a business card reader pre-built model to automate the attendance process. A business card reader allows you to extract the key information from the image of a business card. You can use sentiment analysis to detect spam or negative post on your company's Twitter page. Sentiment analysis evaluates text inputs. Okay, so whatever the statement you have, the inputs you have, that will analyze by the sentiment analysis. So that will evaluate that and give scores to this text selection. Okay, you cannot use object detection to detect abusive post. Object detection is used for the classification of objects in image. All right. So over here to the next question. All right. You are a business user creating an app in Power Platform. You need to make sure that the app allows users to take picture of a product and identify its model. What you want to do, you want to make sure that app allows users to take a picture of a product and identify its model. You do not have any data science or development skill. Okay, so what should I do in this case? So train and use an object detection model in your app with AI builder. Second option is use the computer vision API from Azure Cognitive Services. See guys, the question itself is saying like I do not have any knowledge on that, right? It is saying data science or development skills, that knowledge I don't have. So what should I do in that case? So next question is train and use an image classification model in your app with AI builder. So yeah, AI builder is again your part of the Power Platform, so that we can use for that. Use an automated machine learning model from Azure Machine Learning. See, this is the absolutely wrong option over here. You can directly eliminate this. So I believe like you can get stuck in this too, first and third. So over here, first one is saying train and use an object detection model in your app within an AI builder. Okay, so you can use the object detection model to recognize your product in pictures. Like after you train your model, okay, so over here the correct option is third one. So train and use an image classification model in your app with AI builder. So You can read this, and if you want you can take a screenshot also, because it covers the definition. So while we move to the next question now. Okay, so next question over here is, you are developing a Canvas app that is used by the users to your company worldwide. The users used to users sorry the users use the app to create support ticket in their native language. You need to identify the language of each ticket using AI builder pre-built model and direct each ticket to a support operator who speaks each particular language. Simply this comes under the language detection. Okay, so this is about the native speaking language, and you want to build such a solution like it should get distributed to the specific one, those who are comfortable with that language, every particular language. So text will not help, key face extraction is again wrong. It is about the language, so language is the correct logical option over here. Okay, all right, moving to the next question. AI Builder is a Power Platform component that enables you to add artificial intelligence to your solutions. Yes, that correct. Using custom AI models or pre-built AI models. Apart from Power Automate, what else? Okay, so apart from Power Automate, what else you can directly integrate AI builder into? So like this is by default, I have selected this, so let's see what is the correct answer for this. So first of all we'll check the question. So the question itself is saying like apart from the Power Automate, so Power BI we all know, like this is again the part of your Power Platform only. So this is the one option. Then again this is the Power Virtual Agent, Dynamic 365 customer service inside. So over here, Power Platform component that enables you to add AI. So over here, Power Apps will help us to add the AI to our solution. So that is the correct answer. Okay, all right, so let's move to the next question. So over here again, this I believe like this is the drag and drop. So you use Power Platform in your customer retention department. You want to add intelligence to your processes without writing any code, but you need to first determine the capabilities of AI builder. So simply we need to determine the capabilities of AI builder, right? So you need to match the feature of AI builder with the its description. Okay, so correct answer, what can be the answer for this? Like this is a pre-built AI model. Which is a pre-built AI model? So we already had solved the question, first question or second question. So this is the business card reader. So this has a pre-built AI model. And second, this is an AI model type. It is saying model type. So over here, model type, which model type? You can see Power Automate, no, this is wrong. Power BI, no. Customer Insights, no. Cognitive Services, no. So over here, object detection is the correct option. You should use AI builder in, so we should use obviously in Power Automate. So let's see the correct options over here. So yeah, this is the correct options which we have selected. Pre-built AI model, business card reader, AI model type, object detection, Power Automate should use in AI builder. Okay. Okay, then let's move to the next question. Okay. So your company uses Power Platform. You need to use an AI builder custom model. Okay. For each of the following statements, select yes or no. Okay. You can use a custom AI model in Power Apps. So can we use the custom AI model? Obviously, we can use the custom AI model. Okay. You can use custom AI model in Power Automate. Yes, we can. Okay, you can test a column AI models before publishing. Well, you can test a custom AI model before publishing. So yes, we can do that too. So let's check the description for this one. So yes, we have over here a description. You can use custom AI model before publishing. In AI Builder, select model and click Quest Test to check your model's accuracy. So this is the statement. You can take a screenshot of that. Okay. Okay, so let's move to the next question. So we have seen this question now, and okay, So next question is your company uses AI builder. Okay, which AI model should you use? You need to choose the appropriate AI model for each task. Okay, so I just need to drag and drop over here. So let's see the question. So to identify a logo in social media images, obviously we need to detect an object. So that comes under object detection model. To evaluate customer feedback, so yes, sentiment analysis is the correct option. This all are the basically the very much basics, and if you know the AI a little bit of artificial intelligence, then it seems very logical options. So sentiment analysis is something like whatever you have written that will generate a test score based on positive or negative, whether your feedback is positive or is it negative, right? Okay. And so related to image, so it comes under your object detection model. So over here, if I want to identify a logo in social media, so the object detection model will be used. To process vendor invoices. Okay, so this also we have seen in the first video of the part one. I believe the one question was of that type only. So the process vendor invoices will come under the document one. So document processing model will be the correct option. So let's see the option for this. So yeah, so these are the correct answers which we have selected, and over here you can take a screenshot of this if you want. Okay, so let's move to the next question now. You want to identify the capabilities of the AI builder prediction model. Okay, so which capability does the AI builder prediction model provide? AI builder prediction model, what capability does it provide? Okay, so it uses AI to identify object from uploaded images. It uses AI to categorize text based on deciphering its meaning. It uses AI to determine whether or not something will happen based on provided historical data. So yes, this is the correct option over here because it is saying the capabilities. So AI has that capability to determine whether or not something will happen based on provided historical data. Okay. So yeah, this is the correct answer. And okay, so we can move to the next question now. Okay, so your IT department has a lot of inventory data stored in SharePoint list. Your manager asks you to create a report that shows inventory KPIs. You need to ensure that your manager can see report live and share it with your company executives. Which two tools you use to meet the requirement? Okay, so over here your manager asks you to create a report that shows inventory KPIs, and you need to ensure that your manager can see report live and share it. So for that, obviously one is the mobile one, so Power Mobile app we can use, and other is the Power BI service. Okay, so the requirement over here is that you need to ensure your manager can see the report live and share it with your company executive. Okay, so using Power BI services you can do that. So let's see the description for that. So yes, you should use Power BI services to publish the report and share it within your organization or with specific people. With Power BI service, you can create your reports in cloud environment and see the report live and share it with your company executives. Correct? You should also use the Power BI mobile app to see the report live and share it with your company executives. Power Mobile app is used to access your report hosted in Power BI services. Alright, so you can take a screenshot of this description for other two options also. So while we move to the next question now. Okay, so let's see. You use Power BI to build visualizations for your company. You need to determine when you should use Power BI desktop or Power BI services to perform a task. Which service or services can you use for that? So to create report, what we can use. So let's see what are the options. Power BI desktop service or Power BI service on desktop. So yes, to create reports, we can use both the services, Power BI or Power BI desktop. Okay. to create calculated column. So this can be done in desktop. Okay, so in desktop only we can do that. To configure shared settings, so this can be done in Power BI service. So yeah, so over here you have the option. So Power BI service is for your configure share settings. To configure security settings, for that you can use the both, either Power BI service or Power BI desktop. Is that, let's check that if the options are correct. So yes, we have almost selected, yeah, selected the correct only. So to create report we can use both, either Power BI or Power BI service or desktop. For calculated only desktop, and for the configuration of a shared setting, that will be in the Power BI service. Okay, so to the next question now. Okay, the company uses, so your company managers want you to create an information portal so that they can view critical information about their teams. The company uses multiple information system in different company departments to achieve their business goals. You need to recommend which Power BI component the company should use for each portal requirement. Okay, so we need to recommend to display the company KPI. Okay, so key performance indicator. So that will come under your dashboard. Okay, for the company key KPIs. To configure alert, so alert will be again, that will come under your dashboard. To analyze sales chart, I have already told you, like analyzing sales chart and report related services will become under your report only. So analyzing, okay, generation of report, creating of report, sales chart, filter region, that will all come under your report. Okay, so to the next question now. You are a report designer working in Power BI. You install Power BI desktop and connect to your data sources. You need to create a relationship between your customer and order entities. Which view should you use? Okay, so it is just about the view. So over here, report, data, dashboard, which review you will be using. So I have installed, see over here the question says you install Power BI desktop and connect to your data sources. For that, model view will be used. So let's check the options and correct answer. So yeah, so the model is the correct answer over here. Okay, so you should use model view to show a visual view of all your entities from your data sources. The model view, also known as relationship view, contains all entities, columns and relationship in a graphical view. So you can edit relationships, change their direction and cardinality. Okay, so you can take a screenshot of this. Okay, so pause this video, take a screenshot and read this. Okay, so now to the next question. Okay, you build a Power BI report. You need to inform a business user, okay, on how to use the report. Okay, for each of the following statement, we have to select yes or no. So you can export data from a visualization in the report. So we can export the data. So yes, we can export data from visualization in report. That is true. You can access multiple data set in same report. Multiple data set. So about the accessing multiple data set in same report, I believe this is not the correct one. So we'll mark this as no. You can see the underlying data behind a visualization without exporting it. So again, this is wrong. So let's see correct answer. So yeah, these are the correct answer, and please take the screenshot of this so we can move to the next question now. See guys, why I am not discussing every answer, the reason is that it will consume lot of time. So if I am providing you the description, so kindly read that description. Majorly that description will solve your problems, like problem of understanding basically. Okay, so you will be easily able to cope up with the questions and with related options. Okay, your company has recently started using Power BI. Most of the users are new to Power BI. You need to provide user guidance on the following task. Is that repeated? I don't know. Let's check the question over here. To configure a cross report drill through report. So this will come under your cross report, drill through report will Power BI desktop or service. So yes, this is true. To create a dashboard, we have already seen this will be under your service. To create here new workspace to share report and dashboard. So in this case, it will be to create a new workspace. So Power BI service will be used to share reports and its dashboard. Okay. Okay. Next question. Now, so your company uses Power BI. You need to evaluate Power BI features. Which Power BI feature should you use for each requirement? So for each requirement, to directly go to a specified report page, we what we can use. So we can use a button over there. Okay, so slicer visual, all this option will not be visible for that. So that will be again for filtering the report. So yeah, so to filter a report based on specific product, that will be under your slicer visual. Yes. So to interact with visuals by providing an input value. So what if parameter is there? So input value will always come under this. So let's check the correct option. So yeah, these are the correct option and this is the description. Okay, so to the next question. You are building a Power BI report to your company sales department. You need to ensure that the report shows the gross sales of your for your company's top 20 product categories. Which chart type should you recommend? Okay, so it is asking like top 20 product categories. So obviously bar chart I will use, not a pie chart. So bar chart will be the correct option over here. So yeah. Now to the next question. You are a data analyst. You want to create visualization of the orders entity and the ordered on data field. Okay. You need to enable visualization to be displayed using varying date periods, for example, by day, month, or year. So, what should you create when modeling data? So, while modeling data, I'll create the data table first of all, and then if needed, we'll apply the filter on that. So, data table will be the correct answer over here. Okay, so yeah, this is the correct answer. So please have a look in this, take a screenshot or pause the video and read it once. So now to the next question. Your company uses a Power BI. All right. You need to create a report that shows different aspects of your company's revenue. What Power BI desktop feature should you use for each task? So what will we use for each task? Let's see. To show aggregate sales for each month. So to show the aggregate sales, we'll use the measure. To compare yearly increase in revenue, so we'll use over here the measure again. To create a new field that combines the city and state field, so calculated column over here we'll use to create a new field that combines the city and state field. Okay, so let's see the description for this also. So yeah, these are the description. Okay. Okay guys, so we'll move to the next question now. You need to use AI based visuals in one of your reports. Which two visuals you can use? So basically I want to use the visuals. So in my Power BI, two visuals for that. One is the waterfall chart. So yeah, so waterfall chart. No, over here it is in the unit to use the AI based visuals. Okay. Hmm. AI based visuals. So I just know this one key influencer. So let's check what is the other one. So yeah, decomposition tree also, right? So key influencer and decomposition tree. These are the two AI based visuals. So you can read this. So over here. Okay, so you can see the key influencer visuals. The key influencer visual analyzes the factor affecting your selected matrix. You can also use the decomposition tree visual. So this tree visual analyzes and aggregates data across different dimension, enabling drill down. Okay. So now to the next question. You are collaborating with colleagues, creating and sharing Power BI visualization. You need to decide which component to use to meet the following requirement. To collaborate with others to create content. So to collaborate with others to create content, what can I use in this? So to collaborate, all right. So dashboard is there, report is there, workspace is there, data set is there. Dataset to collaborate, basically to distribute multiple pages containing content from single using dataset. So again, this is not the correct answer. Okay, so let's see the second one. To distribute a single page containing content from multiple dataset. Okay, so for this we can use the dashboard. So to distribute a single page dashboard, we can use this containing content from multiple data set. All right, so to collaborate, workspace is there, right? So workspace we can use. To distribute multiple pages containing content from a single data set. So from a single data set, we can use the report, right? All right, so let's see. I'm not sure specifically, but yeah. So yes, the first one is the workspace, and from multiple data set is it is dashboard. From single data set, it is report. Okay, now let's move to the next question now. So to create dashboard, what we will use? So to create dashboard, which services we will use? So Power BI service is there? Yeah. So it is there. To shape and combine data. So to combine data, Power Query we can use. To connect and transform the data. So to connect and transform the data, yes. So we can use the Power Query for that. To connect and transform the data. So let's see the description for this. So yeah, so almost I believe this is the correct option. Okay, so this is the answer over here. You should use Power BI service to create dashboard. You can create visualization and report in both Power BI desktop and Power BI services, but you can only create and share dashboards in Power BI service. You should use Power Query to shape and combine data that allows you to shape and model the data before publishing the model to Power BI service. So you should use Power Query to connect and transform data. Although you can use many components in Power BI to connect and retrieve data, all the tools use Power Query for data cleansing and transformation. So other options like Power BI, so that will be used to display Power BI reports and dashboard. You should not use the dashboard because it contains visualization from your report. So you can share the dashboard with other users. Okay. So these are the correct options, and we should now move to the next question. If you feel any option is wrong or the description is given wrong, then you can please comment below and let me know. So we'll cross check that. So you are creating a Power BI report to visualize data from multiple business system. So statement is Power BI can connect to an auto refresh from Microsoft Dataverse. So yes, from Dataverse, yes. Okay, so Power BI can use direct query and Azure Synapse analysis. So yes, Power BI can use direct query and Azure Synapse analytics. Okay, so KPI is defined in Dynamics 365. Customer insights can be consumed by Power BI. So yes, that can be consumed by Power BI. Power BI can create visualization using audit logs from Microsoft Dataverse. So yes, this is also correct. So let's see the correct answer. So yeah, these are the correct answers and the description is given here. So please pause this video or take a screenshot and please read this completely. So while moving to the next question. Your company stores its employee information in Excel files that are stored in SharePoint Online. You need to connect to SharePoint Online to create an employee report. So, which connector should you use? So, for that, we can use the SharePoint folder connector, online list connector, or list connector. So, Excel connector that doesn't fit the question. You need to connect to SharePoint Online to create an employee report. So, SharePoint Online, right? So for the SharePoint Online, I believe like we can use the SharePoint folder connector. Okay, so for that we will use the folder connector. And yes, this is the correct option. So you should use a SharePoint for folder connector. So the connector type allows you to connect to SharePoint online and to the content of the folder. So in this case, you will be able to connect to the Excel files that are stored in the folder. Yeah, so now the next question. Your company uses Power BI. Some key information is stored in an Excel file that resides on SharePoint Online. You need to configure Power BI to retrieve the information from the Excel file. So what should I use? So I can use the data source in that, obviously. So that can be the correct option here. So yeah, these are the description for that. So now to the next question. You are a Power BI designer. You create a report that connects with multiple data sources in Power BI desktop. You want to create a dashboard in Power BI service. You need to determine which data sources you can connect with Power BI desktop or services. Okay, I need to determine about the data sources. Okay, so like for the SQL server, I can use Power BI service or Power BI desktop. Okay, for the Hadoop file, I'll use the desktop one. And for the Excel again, either we can use Power BI service, and so yeah, both the Power BI service and Power BI desktop. Okay, so let's see the correct answer for this. So yeah, these are the correct options, and over here the description is. So now to the next question. You are a Power BI designer building a report. You plan to create a total manufacturing cost report using the fields in the exhibit. You need to create a custom column using the correct fields and the appropriate aggregation function. Which custom column field and aggregate function should you use? Okay, so for the custom field, what we can use over here, let's see what are the options. Manufacturing price and unit sold, profit and sales price. So sales price and unit sold. So which custom column field and aggregate function should I choose? So you need to create a custom column using the correct fields and appropriate aggregate function. Okay, so for the column custom column field, manufacturing price and unit sold, this can be used for the aggregate function, average, maximum, or sum. Yeah, so we can take a aggregate function for a sum over here. So this will, I believe, the correct option is. Yeah, so these are the correct option, and here is the description. So now to the next question. You are creating a report in Power BI. You realize that the analyzed data does not contain a particular field to group a sales chart by location. You need to concatenate the city and state fields into the single field name location. What should you create? Okay, so what should I create in that? So simply over here, calculated column will work because you need to concatenate the city and state field, right? So calculated column will help over here in this case. All right, so next question is, you are a Power BI administrator for your company. You manage 3 workspaces and 4 datasets as shown below. Main workspace, a classic workspace that contain a dataset name, uh, operational result. So one is the operational result. New workspace experience that contains data set name, sales and accounting. So accounting data set is there. Marketing workspace, a new workspace experience that contains a certified data set named leads. So for that, we will use the sales, accounting, and leads. Okay, so this, let's see once again. So marketing workspace is like, basically, why I'm not sure for this. So sales and accounting data set, right? So sales and accounting data set, these two are the correct. For the leads, okay, so marketing workspace is there, and main workspace, a classic workspace that contains a data set name operational results. So this can be the option. All looks to be same this time, so I'm not very much pretty sure. So let's see the correct answer. So yeah, so this is the only correct answer. Let's see the description also. So you can use both the sales and accounting data set. The new dashboard you are creating is in the same workspace as this data sets. You can use dataset in the same workspace with a classic or new workspace experience. You can also use the lead dataset in the new workspace experience. You can share dataset across multiple workspaces. Dataset can also be certified in the endorsement settings. Certified dataset can then be used in workspace that is also using the new experience. So you should not use the operational result dataset. So the dataset in a classic workspace can only be used in that workspace, and dashboard and report in this workspace cannot use dataset in other workspace. Okay, all right then. Let's move to the next question. Okay, so we need to check the empty or error values for all columns in Power Query Editor. So what we can use, we can use the column quality, custom column, and column distribution. So distribution will not be used. So for the check empty or error values, we can use the column quality. So these are basically not a basic level question, but still, let's see what are the questions ahead. So as we are solving ahead, we are getting the tough one questions or a bit to the higher level of the question, because I know that in the Power Platform fundamentals, these are not actually the PL-900 level questions, so it's okay. Maybe some questions are like that. So your company uses Power BI. You need to check empty, error, or distinct values. See, now over here the twist is distinct values for a selected column. So obviously we can use the column profile for that. So yeah, so you can read the description over here for this. Okay, so let's check the next question now. Okay, you need to visualize data from several systems. You are a data analyst, and let's see what are the statement. You can combine multiple data sources into data sets. So can we combine multiple data sources? So yes, obviously we can. You can combine multiple data sets in report. So no, in report, so no, that is not the correct. You can combine your data with public data sources. So yes, we can do that. So let's check the correct options. So yeah, these are the correct options, and here is the description for that. So let's move to the next question now. You plan to create a Power BI report using your organization's product data. You discover that a data analyst has created a data set that contain the data that you want to include. You need to use this data to create your own reports and dashboards. What should you ask the data analyst to do? Okay, so you need to use this data to create your own reports and dashboard. So what will I ask? So to share the data set, dashboard, create a Power BI app and share the app. So this is not possible. Create a Power BI app and share the app. Share a report that uses the product data. So again, that I believe this will not work. So over here, just to share the data to create your own reports and dashboard. So data set we can use for that. Okay. All right. So we can now move to the next question. What are the valid use case for Power BI template app? So valid use case for the Power BI template. Building a Power Automate business process flow to integrate with a model driven app. Building a Power App and wanting to start from blank canvas. Okay. Building an app to allow your company's customer to view the account data. So yeah, this can be the correct option. Building a Power BI report and publish it to the Power BI service. So valid use case for Power BI template app. So this can be the valid use case for building to an app that allows your company to customers to view account data, right? Okay. All right. So next over here, to treat rows and columns, rows as column and columns and rows. Okay. So what we can use over here to treat the rows as columns or transpose, we have learned this in 11th, 12th also, okay, in mathematics. So this is the one of the properties of matrices, if you know that. To aggregate numeric field. So to aggregate again, we will measure this. To undo or review current and previous actions. So for that, we will apply steps will be used. So let's check the correct option. Yeah, these are the correct options. Okay, now, so to the next question, you create a Power BI report to visualize issues from your company's GitHub organization. You need to share the Power BI report with your coworkers. What are two possible ways to achieve this goal? Okay, so for two possible ways, basically to share the Power BI report with your co-workers. So to export the report data to Dataverse, no, this cannot be the solution. Publish the report as an app to your co-workers. Report as an app, yeah, so this can be done. Create a new Power BI workspace and invite your co-workers. So yes, export the underlying data to an Excel file and share it with your co-workers to import and view in the Power BI. No, that is not the solution. Okay, so the next question over here is you create a Power BI dashboard that you want to share with all of the company's user. You need to share the dashboard with users in a way that ensures that they cannot make changes to the dashboard. Which two methods you can use? So for that, which two methods we can use? Let's see, assign the users the workspace member role. This is absolutely wrong. Create an app that includes dashboard and share it with users and Power BI service. So yeah, this is correct. Click on the dashboard, press the share button. Okay, so this is basically the step. So and specify the users that you want to share the dashboard with in Power BI service. So yeah, this is correct. So yeah, this is the correct option. So please take a screenshot of this to read why other two options are wrong. Okay, so your company uses Power BI. You need to plan Power BI license agreement, sorry, requirements. Which license should you use for each task? So to create Power BI report, so what are the options over here? Power BI free, Power BI Pro, Power BI Premium. So for free also we can use that. Share reports through Power BI service. So we require Pro over here. Integrate Power BI reports into a company website. So it's an embedded one. So yeah, so Power BI embedded is the correct one over here. Okay. All right. So now to the next question. Your company uses Dynamic 365 Business Central. You need to quickly create a report that shows company sales. What should you do? So for that, you need to quickly create a report that shows company sales. Okay, so can we connect to the Dynamic 365 Business Central from Power BI Desktop and build a report? So no, this is wrong. Connect to Microsoft Dataverse from Power BI Desktop and build a report. No, this is again wrong. So see, the company is using what? Dynamics 365 Business Central. So I can use the Dynamic 365 Business Central Sales app from App Source. Okay. All right. Now to the next question. You are a Power BI designer. You create a new dashboard in your company workspace. A user sees a lock icon in a single tile with a permission required message as shown in the exhibit. The user can see and interact with other dashboard tiles. You need to ensure that user can see the whole dashboard. Okay, so I'll manage the permission for that. So what's the option over here? Manage the dataset permission and add the user. So yeah, this is the correct option. Manage the workspace permission, and no, not the workspace. It's a dataset permission. Okay, so now to the next question. You're a Power BI designer. You plan to share a new dashboard in your company's workspace. The dashboard has a key influencer style that is used for Power BI desktop users only. You need to find the most efficient way to hide the tile for Power BI mobile user. Just efficient way so I can unpin the tile in the phone view. This can be the easiest option ever. Okay. Next option. Sorry, next question. Okay. So you want to display your company's most important key performance indicators in a single page in Power BI by using interactive visuals, text and graphics called tiles. Each tiles can use information from a single data set, but you want to show information from multiple data sets. So what should you create? Okay, so it is about the multiple data sets. See, so we can use again a dashboard for that, and let's see the option report workspace portal. These are all illogical over here. So yeah, dashboard is the correct one over here. Now to the next question. Okay, you are a report builder. You are a report builder using Power BI. You create four visualization in a report in Power BI desktop and publish to the Power BI service. You need to share your report with other users in your company. Again, so which two option will I use for that? So obviously publish an app will be the one and share the report will be the second. I don't want to create a workspace or a dashboard. Okay. So yes, these are the correct option. Please check out the description for this. Okay. Like this is the explanation. So now let's move to the next question. Okay. So a Power BI dashboard is shared with you. You notice that a visual is missing some data and you want to notify your manager about the discrepancy. So which feature will I use for that? Okay, so I'll use the comment basically. So that will be the correct option. Yes. Okay. Now to the next question. Your company uses Power BI and Dynamics 365 marketing. You need to create a report that shows Dynamic 365 tables. Okay. I need to create a report that shows Dynamic 365 tables. Which two connectors should you use? Okay. So this is about the connector. So Power BI and Dynamic 365. So one is the Dataverse connector and the second would be the Dynamic 365 online connector. Well, other options, Azure will not be used, and Dynamic 365 Business Central Connector. Mm, Answer can be either B or D, but C is for sure. So let's see the correct answer. So yeah, this is the correct answer, and over here the description is you should not use the Dynamic 365 Business Central Connector. This allows you to use a web service that you have published in your business central. Okay. You are creating multiple power apps for your company. The apps have different complexity levels. You need to implement the most appropriate application type for each app. Which application type should you use for each app? Okay. Simple apps with a highly customizable UI layout, user interface layout. So Canvas app will be the correct option. Okay, most likely suitable is Canvas, a complex business process apps with simple user interface. So model-driven app with a simple user interface. Over here, I want to create a app. So dashboard and Power BI apps will not be the flow will not be the correct option. So yeah, this is the correct options, and you can read the description or explanation for all this. Okay, take a pause and read this. Okay, so now there are just 5 questions more left, so please keep patience and we'll complete that. Your company uses Power Platform and Microsoft 365. You need to create an app with a highly customized layout that allows company users to schedule internal meetings. What should you use to accomplish this task? So to accomplish this task, what should I use? Power App Canvas app, or Automate Flow. So over here, the Automate Flow is not required because I need to create an app with a highly customized layout that allows company users to schedule internal meeting. Okay, so Power BI app will not work over here. Automate Flow will also be the wrong option. So driven or Power Apps Canvas app. So let's see which is the correct. So yeah, Power Apps Canvas apps is the correct option over here to create a customized layout app for your company. Okay, it's a customized. Let's go to the next question now. All right, you plan to use a business process flow to support business process standardization. You try to create the business process flow, but you realize that a required resource is not created in your environment. Which required resource should you create? So over here, I try to create the business process flow. Okay, but I realize that it is not created. So Microsoft database can be the correct option over here. So to create a business process flow, you need to select the Dataverse table where the process will be based. You cannot create a business process flow in an environment without a Dataverse database. Okay. You're a Power Apps developer and you want to use function and formulas to customize your Power Apps Canvas apps. Okay, so which functions we can use in this? So let's check the statement one by one to check whether enter text is a valid or not. So we'll use the match over here. Okay, to reduce a table of city and state. Okay, a name of unique state name. So unique it comes means distinct. To reduce the large number of countries around the globe to a smaller table containing only a specific country. So filter can be applied and this can be done. So let's see the answer. So yeah, these are the correct answer. So you can check for explanations for others also. Okay. Now the second last question goes. Okay, so what are the two use cases for using formulas in Canvas apps and Power Apps? Each correct answer represents a complete solution. So two use cases, right? So two use cases for using formulas. So changing the names of your Canvas app, no. Changing your Canvas apps to a model driven app, no. Changing properties, yeah, so this can be the correct answer. Changing behaviors in your Canvas apps, this also can be the correct answer. So yeah, these are to the correct answers, and please read this. So pause and check out the explanation for this. So last question goes, and we have the question: your company uses Power Apps and wants to understand the low code development. You need to verify a task that is similar to constructing the syntax of Power Apps formulas. Which task you identify? Okay, so okay, so you need to identify that task is similar to constructing the syntax of Power Apps formula. Syntax of Power Apps formulas. Using DAX in Power BI, transforming data in Power Query Editor, building custom connectors using JSON, or using Microsoft Excel functions. So yeah, Microsoft Excel functions is the correct, not a custom connectors. So let's see over here the description. So yeah, you should use the Microsoft Excel functions. Power Apps formulas are made up of one or more Power App functions that are very similar to Excel functions. Someone who uses Excel function will immediately feel comfortable transitioning to Power Apps functions and formulas. To provide an example of the similarity in Excel, you would use the syntax. Okay, so this is basically the example. So please read this complete explanation for that. Okay, so guys, we are done with almost 100 questions now. So we have completed part 1 and part 2. So I believe in the part 2 the level was a bit high. So for the part 3 I need to decide again whether that can be uploaded or not, because the question seems to be medium to high level. So please put in the comment if you want basic sorry intermediate or a tough level question. So thereafter I'll upload the PL-900 part 3. So I have a pending set of 50 questions again. So please let me know in the comment box if you want that 50 also to be uploaded. So part 1 and part 2 is, I believe, also enough, but still, as per your wish, I am ready to create the video for that also. So 50 more question total are pending. So let us know me let us create that also with your request if you need that. So thanks for watching this video. I believe this was helpful for you. So make sure to subscribe and please hit the bell icon, and also like the video and share with your colleagues or friends as well. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye bye.